of mental health. This, you can Google it. But what I love is it's like a dashboard, right? See how it goes from green to red? And it's all day long, right? You're going into that class with that naughty professor you don't like. Maybe you go to red, but as long as you come back, right? I find we have that on our car. When the oil light goes on, you and I drive to the dealership right away, right? But when it comes to checking in on ourselves, that's another great one.
Those are all great resources, and I love that they are free and accessible to everyone, because I find that that might be a barrier for students, for individuals out in the community. They may not know where to go, where they can get help, especially if they don't have benefits, because care can be very expensive. So it's
You
important
got it.
to reduce the barriers to help, especially when it is in a topic that is not talked about as often as it should be. So thank you for sharing those with us.
You probably have a lot of great supports at the university too that I don't know specifically to your campus, but I know many of the campuses have.
Yes, no, for sure. We have a lot of resources in our bio too for any of the listeners who are encouraged to take some action after this call. We have great resources at DeGroot with the Student Wellness Center, so they are all in our bio for anyone who needs them. I think that concludes all the questions we had for you, Denis, today. But I just want to thank you so much again for coming out and sharing all your knowledge and sharing these resources with our students here at DeGroot, and ensuring that we know that it is okay to ask for help and it is okay to not be okay.
Listen, Gabrielle, it's been a pleasure, and I wish everybody on this call that they be mentally healthy, that they challenge themselves on what's in my toolbox, and that they keep refreshing that toolbox. And I encourage them to bring their whole selves. When I'm out there recruiting for KPMG, that's what we want. Don't be somebody else. Be who you are. And everybody on this call has amazing assets to themselves that they can contribute the way they are. They don't have to be somebody else. And the video on myself at the end, I say, I want you to know that there is a cure. If I could redo that video now, I would say it is manageable. So this is one of these areas that if you ask for help, your recovery starts, and it is manageable. You know, some of the spectrums in mental health are more difficult than others, but it's manageable.
I think that's a great message, because just because you ask for help doesn't mean it's the end. It just means it's the start of your recovery. And I think that's super important.
Thank you. Great interview. You shouldn't be in accounting.